At the time of recording this video, the Suarez objective was not an easy feat. I was coming up against sweaty opponents after sweaty opponents, icons after icons, Ronaldos after Ronaldos, Alisson, Van Dijk, Gomez after Alisson, Van Dijk, Gomez's. And last but not least, Varane and Mendy's. Worst of all, chemistry didn't exist in this game mode. Everyone was on 10 chem, and there was no fitness at all. I would come up against Ronaldos who would sprint the entire game and not tire once. Here is the reason why I nearly lost half of my brain cells completing this objective. Alas, I fought back many times with some brilliant goals from Rodrigo, Iñaki, and Aubameyang. However, I was still done by E8. How did Van Dijk not get that tackle? E8 once again. E8 once again. Why would Van Dijk just stutter there? You know, and he just had Ronaldo. And I would also come up against people who would just pass it around the back. Shamelessly, knowing that they had probably the most expensive team in the game. And they celebrated as well. Absolute bastards. E8 once again. I was up against the world. But I said, you know what? Screw it. Screw my dignity. I'm gonna go with Van Dijk, Alisson, and Gomez as well. And so, the team on the screen is the team I used to complete this objective. Lone Mbappe is there because lone players don't lose contracts, funnily enough. And I've got Mane, Rodrigo up there just to provide a bit of sweat. And of course I'm going to run with a 5 at the back if I'm coming up against multiple icons, Ronaldos, Messi's, Neymar's. So here is the gameplay. Here is my last 3 games, which I had to completely sweat out. I'm not proud of running with a 5 at the back, but desperate times call for desperate measures. Please sit back and enjoy the show. Okay, what do we have here? Varane and Mendy. Not surprised. My opponent started off well, missing an absolute sixer. Up the other end, Pogba was absolutely destroying Hakimi, sending him right back to Dortmund. Brilliant ball into Williams, but he misses. Next up, Williams finds himself in on goal and scores an absolute banger. 1-0. However, my opponent finds his way back into the game for some reason. Absolute fluke of a goal. Did not deserve that at all. He then proceeded to think that Uar was Messi. Missing one, and then another one, and then another one. Stop trying, son. Some lovely interplay into Griezmann. He's the wrong goal and misses. Griezmann's the wrong goal again and misses again. And he misses again. Extremely tight first half. Should be up at least 3 right now. But we headed back into the second half knowing we could take something out of this game. But once again, Griezmann says, up yours, and misses another shot. And another one. However, Griezmann finally realizes he's a footballer, and not a Fortnite player, and tears the defense to shreds, scoring an absolute banger and coming out with the most obnoxious celebration in the game. 73 minutes in, I thought the game was over. Van Dijk made some absolute plays. I brought on Stoichkov, but again he missed. Some nervy passage of play was shut down by Gomez and Van Dijk, who both made some brilliant plays at the back. No sir, says Van Dijk. Arnold now with the ball. Van Dijk off the line, Iñaki makes it 3-1. Game put to bed. GG. Tight game, but the better man won. On to the next. This time I faced Maradona, Vidic, and R9, along with Mbappe on right mid. Faced with the EA8, I conceded early on. There's no way Firmino could do that in real life. This game is unrealistic. 6 minutes in, and I was shook to the core. However, Rodrigo with some silky skills goes absolutely nowhere. But we unleash a lethal counter-attack, and Werner has yards to run into. He runs down the line and puts an absolute scorcher of a shot. Top bins. My opponent continued to threaten, but Kante once again said hell no. He was putting in an absolute shift in defense and attack. Kante switches it to 4-2. Pogba, finesse, goal. What a goal. Dembele was now on the move, but Kante said no once again. Somehow Werner did not commit a foul and even injured his player, but he moved. He's still down injured after throwing goal, but the ref now calls it. Once again, shows why nobody plays this game. Del Piero threw into Maradona, but Alisson denies him. Now Gomez denies him. Williams races clear on goal, shakes off a defender and scores. He says, piss off Salah, go back to Fiorentina, you slimy git. Bang! Kante now on the move into Werner, into Williams, back to Werner, back to Williams. This is brilliant football, but he puts it wide. That could cost us the game. Considering how tight the game is right now, that could cost us the game. But fear not, says Timo Werner, I'm actually pretty good in this game. And he puts one to bed. But once again, calls into question whether or not this game is actually realistic. At this point, I was fairly confident I'd win this game. My opponent just couldn't seem to score. Chance after chance, I defended, and I defended. Van Dijk made some crucial tackles, and now Stoichkov is off. 1, 2, he's through on goal. Good night. With that humiliating goal, my opponent just gave up. And that's our penultimate game won. On to the last one. Couldn't quite catch what my opponent's team was, but you can imagine. Mbappe's through on goal, but is denied. Somehow, Pogba stays on the ball and puts in a brilliant assist for Mbappe. 1-0, 14 minutes in. However, my opponent was played by the EA8 this time. I was really counting my lucky stars, but then Benzema scored. 1-0. Mbappe's clear, but somehow scuffs a shot like that. Come on. But on the other end, he scuffs his shot, but puts this to bed. 2-1 on the brink of half time. I was really nervous at this point, and so I had to switch to a 4-2-3-1 and bring on De Bruyne. Poundline Bruno, and my dignity was hurt, but what had to be done had to be done. He puts in a brilliant ball for Mbappe, which was somehow cut off. Mbappe with some nice footwork, but is denied. I was all over this guy at this point, but somehow I couldn't find my way through on goal. I was out of ideas at this point, and so I had to bring on Stoichkov. My opponent somehow got free of Van Dijk, and he just stands there. I was committing too many men forward, leaving holes at the back. But somehow Maradona misses that. Could that cost him the game? Mbappe with some nice pace, but still can't find a breakthrough. 66 minutes in, Trent whips in a corner, and Mane heads it home. Big goal. Big goal. The game is completely end-to-end right now. We're both going at it. Pogba into Mbappe. What can he do? Skill move, he's through on goal. And somehow he misses that. The game is end to end right now. Van Dijk with a brilliant tackle. Kante with a tackle. Van Dijk with another tackle. The boys are really fighting at the back. Mbappe, fake shot. And he puts that to bed. 3-2, 82 minutes. And we have to change to the 5-3-2. We need to defend. Van Dijk with another brilliant tackle to stop the counter-attack. Arnold has the ball. Just run to the corner flag. Run to the corner, mate. Go on, Stoichkov. Run to the corner. Run to the corner. Oh. The game is surely put to bed now. Handball ref. Ball roll. Ooh. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. We are done with the objective. 10 whole games, 10 whole wins. And we have reached the promised land.